Coming, the truth of the matter is just that, you know what, we're all humans of a universal way of life, that we fight a necessity, that this necessity becomes an enemy of a greater cause amongst nations. It becomes a necessity that could kill or make crime or create crime or murderers or counterfeit. It could create a lot of nemacity. It could even make simple life go out of character. This necessity is a universal entry of an opponent that scars us and scares the United States, because it becomes a terrorist or an arsenal or a cult or somebody to go against the systematic play out that we have presently. The necessity is a great opponent of evil that we face more 100 times worse in space, because it fights us without resources in space. You understand that? The necessity. So the necessity to survive and strive for our freedom has always been at the challenge of this necessity of universal entry opponent. You know, that means it could fall any time, any place, any way, anyhow. So the necessity, if those that don't know what the necessity is, you'll figure it out once you go broke and you have nobody to go to, no backbone, and you're just broke and you got to start off all over again. That's the necessity. We're all fearing it, you know, that you might go broke, you might not have money to cover the bills. It's a fearless enemy that stands in the borderline of our nation that people are trying to hop over because they're scared from that necessity. So that necessity is a true opponent of an enemy that's been haunting us since the beginning of the nature, since we have life, and plain simple saying, you know, the necessity. So how can we challenge against this necessity? We could always suit up our little Mega Man and our females. We could always suit them up with a proper additional coin for them. You know, we can answer to the independence the proper way. Our independence speaks of a allowance given to us to be free, but for us to keep this freedom will become a rotating coin to them, you know. So we create a universal coin to adoption for a universal kingdom, you know, to be at play. So now we get money contributed underneath to push you up, you know, respecting all platforms, all symmetric and all currency that's playing right now. So it comes from underneath as an additional sense for every human to be equal and to be fair in life. Now you get a backbone, a back security bone from a nation of independence that's greater than the greater cause that exists of your religion, of your nation. But through our independence, it becomes an interdependence of independence of individuals, independence to be free of their nation, of their culture, to liberate what it is freedom. We keep it at a secure pace of stabilizing it, at least for this point of this average of this pay. You know, we buy their understanding from that factor. So we manipulate with overall the truth in life. You know, we manipulate with what makes sense in life, that this is needed to project a developing platform of an equality square, equal line for every human to go up now as we contribute to our developing sense, you know, by that matter, you know. Did I say it right? That was kind of good, dude. All right, we could cut that shit. Let's go home, dude. Thank you. That's for TikTok rehearsal, whatnot, dude. Independent films, live streaming.